All right, we're live. All right, now I am driving. I'm gonna set this to where hopefully, gotta come back this way. All right, now we're going live. I'm actually driving home. Let's see if we get a couple of guys in here before I start talking about what I want to talk about, because this shit just cracks me up. Like, everything cracks me up about what's going on in the NFC East. You know, you got the Giant fans that are pissed off for trading Odell Beckham, which I'll get to why they traded Odell here in a second. You have the Redskins, who are just doing awful business deals with the Collins signing, getting Case Keenum, and shit just cracks me up. And then you got the Eagles, who in Howie we trust. That's all they do is Howie we trust. I think they got that from us in San Antonio with the Popovich, because we always say in Pop we trust, because Popovich got us 5 championships, while Howie Roseman, I think, just got 1. And every year they think that they're in contention for a Super Bowl, and it just cracks me up. And they think that every year they do something that's great when they haven't, especially this year. When they traded for Deshaun Jackson, everybody was on their high horse. Yeah. God damn it. Yeah, we're live. All right. Yeah, no. Who was that? Cowboy Nation? Or I forgot who it was. Yeah, no Earl Thomas. But it's all right. I'm not worried about, Earl Thomas being here. It's not a big deal. He's 30 years old. And he's already had the broken leg on 2 of the legs. On the same leg. Let him get his money. These guys that are, pay me, I want to get paid. They're not about the team. They're not about winning a Super Bowl. I mean, Earl Thomas won his Super Bowl. Yeah, he wants another one, I'm sure, as everyone does who wins one. But at the same time, it's not on his priority list because he's got one. So he wants his money now, and you can't fault him for that. You can't fault him for wanting his money, and he's getting his 17 mil a year. 30 of that, too, is guaranteed. So I'm not worried. I really think we're going to go in the draft. Last year, I said we were going to go linebacker in the draft. First pick. And what happened? Everyone wanted wide receivers last year. And I was like, no. We need linebackers. We need to shore up that linebacking core, because what happens if Sean Lee goes down again? And he's going down again. And we went out and got a linebacker this year with the 58th pick in the second round. I honestly think we're gonna go safety. We need that safety. I've been saying this for years, that Jeff Heath is not a starting safety. Everyone, they're like, he's good, he's okay, he's the greatest thing that Jeff Heath can do is be a backup. That's the greatest position he can play, is backup safety, in my opinion. These are all opinions, but it seems like a lot of people are finally coming to the realization that Jeff Heath is not the guy. We need to go out and get a guy at safety. And there's a couple of guys that I like coming out the draft, that I watch highlight. Simus is a guy who's throwing out names, and I go look at them, and yeah, I like them. They're good guys. But you don't know what they're going to be when they get here. But again, I want to go out and draft the safety, because we already got a young secondary, and this young secondary is that type of secondary that, I'm going to go out and do things my way. I'm going to go out and get my own. I'm going to go out and I'm going to work for the team. Yeah, I'm driving and talking to the camera, but I'm not looking into the camera. I'm looking straight ahead. So I'm just, at red lights, I'll look down to see if anyone's commented, and then I'll take off, and I'm not paying attention to the camera. But safety is what I think we're gonna go get with the 58th pick. But back to what I was saying about the first week of NFL Frenzy. What's up, Cowboy X Factor? The Giant. Okay, let me. Yep. Yeah, I finally went live. Let me tell you why the Giants traded Odell. Let me tell you why. look, everyone's freaking out that Odell is not with the Giants anymore, that he's with, he's with the Browns, and everyone's pissed off. Well, all the Giant fans are pissed off. Even it cracked me up when I started watching some of these video makers of the Eagles. It's so funny that I was watching some of these video makers from the Eagles fan base talking about how now that Odell's gone, that they're gonna win the NFC East. Now that Odell's gone, the NFC is there for the taking and whatnot. The NFC East, and it's like with Odell Beckham, they only had one decent season. They only had one. I get it. He's a premier wide receiver in this league, but they don't win with him. They haven't won with him. They haven't done anything with him. They went to the wild card and lost. So they traded for him. Yeah, they may have gotten nothing for him, but they traded. They got a first, the Browns' second-round pick, the second of their second-round pick, and Jabril Peppers. So they locked up their safety. Yeah, Cameron Fleming. We shored up our offensive line. I still believe we need to go out and get one guy in the third or fourth round just to beef it up a little bit more for, Looney, he's there, and he can play. He's a guard center. He did a decent job. Cameron Fleming, I've always thought, to move him to right tackle and get Collins out, because Collins he's not lived up to it for me. He hasn't. And either put Collins at guard, or I don't know. But with Connor Williams now having a full offseason in the weight room, I think he'll beef up and his strength is going to get back. I don't know what kind of name that is. But so let me talk about the Eagles free agency moves real quick. It just cracks me up because they're over here and Howie we trust, Howie this, Howie that. Howie hasn't been doing shit this year. They're all praised about Howie doing this and Howie wasn't doing that, when he made a couple of good moves in 2017 to get them that Super Bowl. And the only reason why they got that Super Bowl was because Carson Wentz went down. Carson Wentz went out and what's his name? Nick Foles finished the rest of the season. They had a good to great defense that year with a double-headed running game in Jay Ajayi, who can run hard and get you those 7-8 yards, and then you pound it down with LeGarrette Blount. And Nick Foles is a competent, good enough quarterback to finish the season for him and win him that Super Bowl. That's the only reason why the Eagles won that Super Bowl that year. And it just cracks me up watching all these video makers from the Eagle fan base talking about, oh, now, with Deshaun Jackson, we're this, we're that. Yeah, I'm about to get to that here in a second. I'm about to get to hear that in a second. It's funny because, you're right, it's funny because we hear, Howie this, Howie that, we're going to swoop in and get Bell. The Eagles are the unknown team that's going to come in and get Bell. Oh, Tevin Coleman, we're going to get him. We need to shore up him. We need to shore up him. And they're not getting anything. They're not getting anything. They're not getting any of the guys that they want. They got Jackson, who he was let go by Jacksonville, who has a pretty decent defense. Let go by them because they traded away Bennett, so they picked up a guy who's not as good as Bennett. Yeah, younger by a couple of years, because this dude's 29, and paid him because they saved $7.2 million on the salary cap this year on trading Bennett, but yet they give that $7.2 million and add another $2.8 million to that and give it to him for $30 million over 3 years. And then you trade for Deshaun Jackson. You trade Deshaun Jackson and a 7th round pick for a 6th round. Honestly, I mean, to me, they both took the L on that because, your 6th round pick, normally you got to be special to even make the team if you're a 6th round pick. 7th round pick, it's basically nothing. And DeSean Jackson, yeah, he may stretch the field a little bit, but he's 32 years old and he's not as fast as he will. Y'all never heard that song, I Ain't As Good As I Once Was by Toby Keith. I'm sure y'all haven't. So that is DeSean Jackson. I ain't as good as I once was. So, but it just cracks me up that these Eagle fans over here win one Super Bowl in 56 years. One Super Bowl. Or 52, not 56, 52 years. They win one Super Bowl in 52 years, and they think they're going to the Super Bowl every year now. Every year, and it cracks me up. There's a couple guys that I watch that are like, if we were to get Bell, we could get him a ring. If we were to get Coleman, we could get, and it's like, no, you have, the Eagles have so, like, for a second, I'm not gonna lie, for a second, I was like, shit, DeSean Jackson, shit, Jackson's, Malik, I think is his name, Jackson. What's up, Landon? I was like, holy fuck, like, you know what, the Eagles are making moves and we're re-signing our guys. But then I started realizing they don't have a running game. Yeah, I know, Chris, they are delusional. I'm over here like, wait, the Eagles don't have any linebackers. They don't have any defensive tackles. They don't have, their secondary is leaving them. Sidney Jones is always hurt. Jenkins, he's getting older. Mills was always getting burned when he was healthy. LeBlanc, and then the rest of these guys that started, while these, Ronald Derby's visiting Kansas City right now, like, they don't have they don't got a defense. They're working, they're bringing back an old, I don't want to say washed up, but an old DeSean Jackson. They're paying Nelson Aguilar, who for his first 2 years couldn't catch a fucking cold. From Romo Dez. Yeah, that's true. They don't want that dead money. Landon, what'd you say? I didn't send that again. But they're paying Nelson Aguilar almost $10 million next year. So they have, and I think they're $16 million under the salary cap. Finally, they were $27 million over, but that was with the Nick Foles shit. But now that they're $16 million, yeah, the Earl Thomas talk is over. I really never thought we were gonna get Earl Thomas. I really didn't think we had a chance, especially when he wanted $15 million. And then especially when Collins got that $6 million, 84 mil over 6 years, I never thought we were going to get him to begin with. This just was too much. And plus, even though I did want him, I rather would have drafted a safety. Rather would have drafted one. There's a couple of them that are coming out. Yeah, Browns are looking good on paper. Browns, you got big names. You got Odell, you got Jarvis, you got Hunt. You got Myles Garrett on the defensive side. So on paper, they're looking good. But can they gel? Can they play well? How is this coaching going to be? Because remember, football is not like basketball where you can plug in one or two guys and they can run the whole show. No, this is a team sport and it's coaching. This is a coach-based type of sport. You need good coaching. Look at Belichick with the Pats. You don't know but maybe 2 or 3 guys on that whole fucking team, and yet they're going to the Super Bowl every year. This is not a team where you can stack a lot of talent and just let them do what they want and they're going to the Super Bowl every year. No, this is all about coaching. This is all about schemes, X's and O's. That's what this type of game is. It's all about coaching. It's not about players. Yeah, it's nice to have those guys with those abilities to do those things, but it's all about coaching. But back to the Eagles thing, they don't have a defense. They don't have a defense to compete, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, the race for the NFC East is going to be Cowboys, Eagles, because the Giants done traded away their offense. I don't know who Eli is going to throw through. All they're going to do is dump it off to Saquon. Yeah, I can't wait to see Witten again. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Even though I don't think he's gonna, he'll probably start and he'll get maybe 40% of the snaps, but he's gonna be used on a third down basis, in my opinion. You know, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8. You know, those type of things. We're gonna use him because you know what? Even though he's out there, he could be just a decoy, and boom, all right, we got Amari Cooper over the top. Oh, we're gonna dump it off to Zeke in the flat and let him do his thing. So, yeah, Dak will love it. Dak will love it, but you know, don't count too much on Witten. He's here for more like a moral support guy, more of a teach these dudes type of deal. And yeah, he's gonna get his snaps, but you know, like I said, he may be strictly used on a third down and blocking purposes. So, but with the, like I said, let's get back to the Eagles. With the Eagles, they have so many gaps at so many positions. Their linebackers, they don't got any. Their secondary hurt. It's gonna be the Cowboys. Yeah, it's gonna be the. That's what I was saying. It's gonna be the Cowboys-Eagle race for sure. But I don't. I mean, to me, the Cowboys have the easiest first place schedule I have ever seen. I have us losing 4 games. We're splitting with the Eagles. We're going to lose to the Bears on the road. I think we're playing on the road. We're playing at Soldier Field. We're going to lose to the Rams only because we've lost to the Rams twice already. Unless I see something different, I have us losing to the Rams. And I have the Pats is a revolving door for me. I don't know about the Pats. If I was chalking that up for a loss for us. See, Super Bowl, man. I want one. Yeah, I've seen... Even though I've been alive for 3, I don't remember 2 of them. I've seen 1. I remember sitting at my grandfather's house, all of us, watching that 95 Super Bowl. Watching the Cowboys win. Like, I was into the game, and the next thing you know, I was like, damn, it's over already. Like, and we won. Like, you know, I thought the games were longer. But, you know, I'm 7 years old watching, you know, the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. So, but back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying, the Eagles, man, y'all some young dudes. Y'all haven't seen, well, I mean, you can be born in 95 and still never seen one. But yeah, I was fortunate enough to be born in 88, and I was barely old enough to remember that 95 Super Bowl, but I do remember it. But anyway, it's going to be a Cowboys-Eagles race with the Cowboys coming on top. What I was saying was about the records. Aikman was the most accurate. I'll say Aikman was most accurate. Danny White was the guy who could get you there, but couldn't finish the deal. He was that guy that could get you there but couldn't finish it off. He couldn't finish it off. Roger Staubach, Captain Comeback, come on, man. Captain Comeback, he won his 2 Super Bowl. He got himself what? He got himself to a couple of them. He won 2 of them. I know Aikman won 3, but, you know, it was Aikman, Jimmy, Michael, and Emmett. With Staubach, you know, you had, you know, what was Drew Pearson, you had Tom Landry, and you had Captain Comeback himself. I don't know. I mean, Romo has the numbers, but I'm going off of who can get us to the Super Bowl and who's won us something. Because even though I think since Romo did have the numbers and he owns a lot of the records, I think he's a product of the way the game was going. Plus, he's a product of not having a run game for a long time. Yeah, he had Julius Jones for a good while, but Julius Jones it was Julius Jones, right? Yeah, Jones for a good while, but he only had like 1 or 2 maybe good seasons. And then you went to Barber, and Barber was he was too much of a diva he shouldn't have been a premier back. He was a good goal line and, you know, third down back to get us that. First Cowboy team I watched was 2000 something. It cut off, and I couldn't see. It was 2000 what? And then yeah, we had Romo was always playing from behind because our defense was never that great when he was there. Yeah, we had the #1 defense in 2011, but have you ever heard the saying, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again? Oh, 2014. Oh man, you just started watching the Cowboys. So you know, Romo was always playing from behind. Romo was always trying to play catch up, and that's why he has the numbers, in my opinion. So to me, it's got to be a toss-up between Aikman and Staubach. I mean, I never saw Staubach play. I never saw Danny White play, but watching tapes on him, I don't know. I like the way Staubach played. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, boy, Bob Hayes. Yeah, the dude was the fastest man alive. I hope he has a really good season 2, just for the fact that I want us to do something, but I don't want to pay the man. I don't want to pay him $25+ million. No, these guys, if we do something special, these guys have got to blow it up, start again, because there's no way we're going to be able to keep all these guys. You know what? The whole Tank, yeah, he did get hurt a lot. Wentz is a stat guy. Wentz has the stats, he has the numbers, but stats are for losers and pussies. Eagle fans want to say that Wentz is a better quarterback. Wentz this, Wentz that. But look who has the better record. Dak Prescott has a better record against Wentz. So it is what it is. But what I was getting back to is this. Yeah, it's all about the wins, man. I'm not worried about who has a better 20+ percentage throwing down the field percentage. I'm not worried about that shit. I'm more of a who can get me wins. Who can get me wins, because that's what ultimately matters. Whatchamacall. These guys, like I said, Landon, I don't want to pay Dak. I don't want to pay Dak. Because to me, he's not a 30 to 35 mil, 25 mil quarterback. He's not. He's a middle-of-the-road quarterback who plays well. Those wins. Who gets us those wins? He does. But honestly, I think if you put him with a decent run game, not a great one like we got, you put him with a decent O-line, not a great one like we got, and we've already seen when he has no receivers that he can't even pass the ball. So, like Tom Brady, he does it with a pretty good offensive line. He does it by running back with committee. Yeah, Scott, I said that earlier, that it's a 2-team race. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys. And I'm glad you're on here. I'm glad you're on here, Scott, because I wanted to ask you something. With Deshaun Jackson coming back, with what's his name? Jeffries on the other side, Goddard and Ertz. Do you really think that y'all can compete for a Super Bowl? And remember, you don't have a running back. You don't have linebackers, or at least, decent ones. You got rid of Bennett, your best defensive lineman, your best defensive line guy, not man, but line guy. You brought Jackson, who's not as good as him. I really think that even though it's going to be a 2-team race, y'all are going to finish wild card. Y'all are going to finish in the wild card if y'all make the playoffs. So, slot receiver, Landon, I think we're good on that. I know we got rid of Beasley, and I'm glad he's gone. I did not want him here. I didn't. I wanted him gone a long time ago. ...2017 was a special year for him, but that was 1 year. 2016, he didn't have a good season. 2017, he had a great year, breakout season, but he regressed in 2008, this past year. And remember, he kept getting hurt. He keeps getting hurt. Now without Foles to bail him out, you really think that he can stay healthy? Because everyone's going to be gunning for him. Everybody's going to be gunning for Wentz. And plays them. They want to get him out of the game because they know the Eagles don't have a backup. But, yeah, I was about to say that, Landon. Hearns is a slot receiver. He is a slot receiver, so that's why I'm glad, like I said, I wanted Beasley gone a long time ago. Like 2-3 years ago, I wanted him gone. I didn't think we needed him. And you know what? Good for him. He got his money. But fuck him. Fuck him. You know, we play the Bills this year, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna. Yeah, Scott. It's always a concern because before he even came to the Eagles, before he got drafted, he broke his wrist in college. He broke his wrist in college. He had, I don't know if he had any issues his rookie season, but 2017, you know, ACL, MCL tear, and then last year he was playing with a fucked up back for 6 weeks. Like, come on, bro. Like, that should worry you as a fan, knowing that he could be 1 or 2 hits away from just being done, being completely done. But Landon, back to you with the slot. Yeah, Cole's gone. Cole's gone. I'm glad, and I know I keep saying that. But Allen Hurns, when he was in Jacksonville, was a slot guy. He was a slot guy in Jacksonville. That he had his first and only 1,000-yard receiving campaign as a slot dude. He's to me, he's like a Dez Bryant. He's like a Dez Bryant to me, but he can catch the ball. He's big bodied like Dez. He's physical, and he catches the ball. So you're gonna have Coop on one side, you're gonna have Gallup on the 2, and I love Allen Hurns at the slot. And then you got Jason Witten right there hitting up the tight end spot. Your offense is set. Your offense is set, and it becomes solidified with one move, and that was signing Jason Witten. That's all it did. Now we can go back to focusing on defense, because defense, even though we have some lingering issues on the defensive line, I still think we're a couple players away. You know, we bring back D-Law with the right money. You bet that I'll be pissed if I wake up this offseason I see Cowboys offer him, $20 million a year. He ain't worth $20 million, D-Law. Not even close. Not even close. He ain't worth $20 million a year. Not even close. D-Law is a $14 to $15 million quarterback. I was talking on one of the other guys' live streams that DeMarcus Lawrence is a diva guy. That wants the services, wants to be paid like a superstar when he's done nothing to require that payment. Nothing to require that payment. He had 14.5 sacks a couple years ago. He had 10.5 sacks last year, and you want to get paid? You want to get paid Aaron Donald money? Yeah, fucking right. Trust the coach. I really think that your coaching pieces left. The coach, what's his name? Frank Reich. Him. Who's the other guy that left? There was another guy that left. I think those two were the guys calling it for y'all in 2017. As you see, Dougie P kind of fucking up last year. You know that he was fucking up a little bit last year, doing some dumb shit. Scott, you know he was. Yeah, I can't even say his name. DeFilippo, there you go. I think he was the one calling the shot. Those two, Wright and him, were calling the shots for y'all. As you saw last year, that Doug Peterson was making questionable calls. You know he was. You found a running back in Josh Adams who was torching guys when he would get the ball, and then you would see him 2 or 3 more times after his runs, and then you wouldn't see him at all the rest of the game. So, I really don't think that, it's the coach. Yeah, but I don't think Dougie Peterson is the guy for, is the guy, in my opinion. And I know he won y'all Super Bowl. He got there, but it's with DeFilippo and Frank Reich were the reasons why, to me, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, it's a two-team race. It's a 2-team race, but I think the Cowboys coming up on top. I honestly think the Cowboys are coming up on top. And this is no disrespect to the Eagles whatsoever, because it's like I said, it's a 2-team race and they always are contenders. And even though I do talk shit about them and I make fun of their fan base, do call them delusional, because they are fucking delusional. You know, they want to sit here and talk. They talk the most shit for having one Super Bowl, and even prior to that, Scott, y'all talked the most shit for never doing shit until a couple years ago. All right, I'm finally home. I can sit here and have a discussion and read what the fuck y'all are saying. Let's turn this light on. Len, I'm tired of losing. Yeah, I'm tired. You're tired of losing. We're 0-6 in the divisional round since '96, man. So you've only seen a couple times us losing, but I've been, 6 games in a row. 6 games in a row. Something's got to give. Something's got to give one day, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like I said, it's a 2-team race. The Cowboys are gonna come up on top. I think the Cowboys, yeah, the Rams are good. The Rams just got Eric Weddle. They got him on a cheap deal this year, so for 2 years. But yeah, a lot of people wish they could have Aaron Donald, but that guy is too expensive for my taste. Too expensive for my taste. I think that we need to go out and get us a defensive tackle, not a big name, but a guy we can develop. Yeah, our window is the next 3 to 4 years, or 3 to 4 years, I think. Yeah, Nick Foles got paid, but that's what you call fool's gold, man. That's what you call fool's gold, meaning the Jaguars got sandbagged. They got sandbagged. The thing with Nick Foles is the reason why the Eagles are so big on Nick Foles is because he's only thrived in Philadelphia. He's only had good seasons in Philadelphia, and he won them a Super Bowl. He won them a Super Bowl. So that's the only reason why they're big on him. You see him in Kansas City? Nothing. You saw him at the Rams under Jess Fisher? Nothing. So what's he going to do in Jacksonville? It just cracks me up to see these Eagle fans so enthused about Nick Foles, about he's the greatest, this, greatest, that. He's only good with the Eagles. He's only good with the Eagles. So I'm not worried. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Chris. Foles was good in that system, and only in that system. I mean, not even just that, but he was good with Andy Reid's system. I mean, he did good in Kansas City, but he didn't sniff a Super Bowl. But then again, no, you're right, Scott. I'm agreeing with you. That's the only reason why you like him, is because he only thrived, and that's why you are in such high regards with him, is because he only thrived in Philadelphia. He only thrived in Philly. If you see him elsewhere, he didn't do shit. He didn't do anything, and you know that. Of course, you're gonna like someone who's gonna bring you the first Super Bowl, but you're hyping him up too much. I think as an NFL, a person who likes the NFL, who's a fan of the NFL, Nick Foles is not what y'all are hyping him up to be, is what I'm saying. He's not. I know he's not going to do well because, like I said, Scott, he only did well in Philly. I'm not knocking the dude. I'm not knocking your Super Bowl. I'm not doing any of that. But what I'm saying is, y'all hype a lot of your content guy, a lot of your guys that make videos for y'all, hype him up so much. Hype him up so much. I remember there were a couple guys, like Lord Brunson. He was talking about getting, a first round and Jalen Ramsey, or a first round and Leonard Fournette for Nick Foles. And I'm like, are you stupid? Like for real? There's no way you're going to trade a backup quarterback who was only competent enough and good enough to get you a Super Bowl because he thrives in the Philly system only. You're not going to get a first round and a player. That's retarded. Especially two of Jacksonville's cornerstone guys. You're not going to do that. That ain't going to happen. And it was just crazy and off the wall that some of these trade talks that y'all wanted. It was are you fucking kidding me? So, And you know, with this Amari Cooper trade that we did last year, first round, a lot of y'all didn't like it. A lot of y'all didn't like it. I was happy about it. I was happy. Me and a few other Cowboy fans were happy about it. A lot of people were like, first round is too much. First round is too. Now who are you gonna go get in the first round? Well, take a step back. Wait a minute. Who are you gonna get in the first round to begin with? We were gonna go after a wide receiver. That's what. As much as we were struggling in the wide receiver position, we were gonna go Landon. That's what I got us at 12-4 as well. That's what in one of my predictions, you know, about a month ago, I had us 12-4 as well. But what I'm saying is in the draft, we were about to go get a wide receiver. And there ain't no one who's accomplished as much as Amari Cooper at the wide receiver spot that's coming out the draft. Plus, it's like he's a rookie. He's 24 years old. Ha, I see what you did there. Old cash. But yeah, I love the Cooper trade. We wouldn't have made it. No, we wouldn't have made it, and we would have had a top 10 pick. And again, these top 10 pick, there's no one here that I like that I want to go get that we need at a skill position that I want to waste a top 10 pick on. I don't want to waste on a Hollywood Brown out of Oklahoma. He's hurt already. He's already been hurt a couple times in college, and there ain't no one else. I mean, other than McCaff. What's it, McCaff, the guy who just ran a 4.3 at the combine? Like, I don't know what this dude's a monster. That dude is a monster. Okay? So I'm watching a couple of his highlights. I like him. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, we do need to get rid of Garrett. You can say that all day here. I'm not a fan of Garrett. I want Chris Richard at the helm. I don't want Garrett. You can troll on Garrett all day. I don't give a fuck. I'll agree with you. But McCaff, right? That's the guy who ran a 4.3 wide receiver at combine. That dude's a monster. That dude's a beast. And I already know that the Eagles aren't going to get him because they got a Deshaun Jackson, and they got Alshon, and they got Matt Collins. Washington, I mean, they may, but I don't think they're. I don't know if McCaff. I don't know if he is a first round draft pick or if a second round. But the Cowboys are not going to get him. I already know that. Even though I would love to have him because he's a beast and he's a true burner. He run by anybody. 4.3. He'll run by anybody. But we're going to go safety in the first round. I mean, in the second round, and that's what we're going to get. And that's what I want. Is a safety in the first round. I'm only going to talk on here for a few more minutes, guys. I'm about to go home. I got a bunch of homework I got to do. Accounting. I got a bunch of accounting bullshit that I got to do. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I want to see some creativity with our shit too. I want to see whoever's watching, if you're old enough, Dante Thompson be available. I don't know if he'll be available. I don't know. I think we only had him on a 1-year deal. Or a 2-year. I don't think he's gonna be back. But anyway, yeah, I want to see some creativity with what's his name. I hope we get defensive tackle because the Rams exposes. Oh yeah, especially like I said this before. If we had David Irving there, excuse me, we wouldn't have gotten exposed as bad. We wouldn't have gotten exposed as bad, but we did. But I want to see some creativity on the offensive side with what's his name? What's our OC's name? I can't even remember what his fucking name is. What's our OC's name? I can't even fucking remember. I'm drawing a blank. Come on, guys. Who's the OC for the Cowboys? Can't even fucking remember. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, no, I want to see some creativity with our offensive guys as well. There you go, Kellen Moore. God damn it, Kellen Moore. I want to see some creativity with him. A lot of his guys are talking him up. They're saying, he was a good, he paid attention in the meetings. He was drawing up plays all the time. He was doing a lot of coaching shit. So we'll see. But that's all I got, guys. I'm about to be out of here in about 15 seconds. She got home. Got homework to do. I'm tired. Had a long day. I got work this weekend. So, but again, it's gonna be a 2-team race. Cowboys coming up on top. Eagles may make a playoff, but may end up being, you know, wild card. Oh, okay. The Alabama safety. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta watch stuff on him. I gotta see. Kellen Moore will be really good coordinator. Yeah, I hope he is going to be one of the best. One of the good. Look, our offense and our defense is very vanilla. Chris Richard came in. We don't blitz. And guess what? We blitz a lot. We blitz a lot with Chris Richard. We blitzed a lot. And relative, a lot is a relative term to what I'm speaking on. Is what I'm speaking on. Because we didn't blitz a lot with Marinelli. Chris Richard came in and we did some blitzes. So it was very vanilla until he came in. And our offense was very vanilla until right now. So we're going to see what's going to happen. But guys, I'm out. I got to go in.